In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. This is attributed to Benjamin Franklin in 1789. Perhaps we can add to this that at some point you will cease to be in business. Let's hope it's not because you're paying too much tax. So this week I want to share a few thoughts about when your time with this business is coming to an end. There can be various scenarios and we don't have time to consider them all, but hopefully I will have time to give you something to ponder in the months and years to come. Are you leaving the business, or is the business leaving you? You may be selling the business or passing it on to the next generation. Alternatively, the business may have come to its natural end and run its course and just needs to be wound up. The implications will be different depending on whether you're a sole trader, partnership, or a company. If the business is continuing but you are not, you should have had time to plan for this eventuality. You probably want to come and speak to us. Do you need money from the sale? And if so, how much? What are the terms of your exit? Will there be restrictions on what you can do afterwards? What are the tax implications? What rate of tax will you pay on the proceeds? What will you do afterwards? If you're a sole trader, you'll be selling the component parts of your business, although you may have agreed a single price for the whole. Each component part will have different tax considerations: equipment, property, goodwill, stock, etc. For example, selling equipment could result in you paying income tax, but property or goodwill will be capital gains tax and potentially at just 10%. Have you thought about all the costs such as redundancies? Partnerships can be the same, but here you might just be selling your share of the business. Companies can be better or worse depending on your point of view. They're easy to kill off. Small companies with small balance sheets can be struck off at Companies House relatively easily. Larger entities may require the services of an insolvency practitioner, but you may be able to extract accumulated cash, perhaps from the sale of equipment, for just 10% of tax. However, bear in mind that you may incur double tax charges. Once in the company, when it sells the equipment, and there's a clawback of capital allowances, and another, albeit at only 10%, when you liquidate the company and take out the sale proceeds. There will also be the liquidator's fees, and these often start at about £4,000. Also keep in mind that if you qualify for the 10% rate of tax, you cannot then carry on a similar trade afterwards, whether it's a sole trader, partnership, or another company. This is to stop Phoenix scenarios. Once the business is gone, what next? You may have the money in the bank, but I've heard the loss of status being referred to as a bereavement. You have lost something. Your identity has gone, and you can find yourself grieving. At one time, you were defined as a business owner, but now that has gone. So what are you? Anyway, what will you do, and will this be restricted by covenants that you signed on the sale of your business? This has been a very quick run-through on the subject of dispatch, the death of your business, or at least the end of your involvement. If you feel there's something here that you would like to discuss, please get in touch. I'm Alan Long from the Long Partnership, making life less taxing.